Dear friends and supporters, this is the last day of our virtual supporters Thanksgiving tour of CAD's work in Romania. We hope you have enjoyed the tour. Sadly, this is the second year we have not been able to host an in-person supporters tour. We really hope that by this time next year, we can return an in-person supporters tour. This is also our second year of offering our Thanksgiving worship service online rather than in person. We hope our service next year will be in person again, with many of you joining us. At our Thanksgiving service last weekend, we gave thanks for our support of CAD. We also gave thanks for 32 years of CAD's work with the children and young people of Romania. At the service, I made a few remarks, some of which I would like to amplify here. A real highlight of this year's supporters tour was 2 days ago, when Children in Distress officially received the royal patronage of Her Royal Highness Princess Maria of Romania. The event was held in the throne room of the Royal Palace. I had the pleasure to accept the royal certificate of patronage from Princess Maria. It was also an honor for CAD that Princess Maria of Romania attended and spoke at our Thanksgiving service. Children in Distress is grateful for Princess Maria's patronage, commitment, and concern. As for all of us, the biggest challenge remains the COVID-19 pandemic. Since 2020, we have tested staff and children in our hospice every week. Despite high rates of infection in Romania, we did not face any case of COVID in children or staff this year, except Valentina, who tested positive 3 weeks ago while she was in hospital. Valentina remains in hospital and her health is quite critical, so please pray for her. Our focus has been on maintaining a safe climate in our hospices, but at the same time we can say that an equal challenge has been raising funds during the pandemic. Through the year, while spending increased, the revenues fell dramatically. The pandemic restricted the possibilities for in-person fundraising events. We curtailed our usual events and didn't pursue new ideas for in-person gatherings. Individual giving by supporters fell. Our charity shops in Yorkshire were closed for most of the year, which caused more stress on our income. Somehow, we made it through and kept our work going. Since we could not meet in person, we kept in touch with you by launching online videos. Last year's Thanksgiving service, a Christmas video and music and readings to make the holiday a happy one, and our spring video of thanks, which we called Dedicated Hearts. Thanks to you were positives in the last year. Many thanks to all of you who donated their birthdays, helping us raising funds. We give thanks for those who gave us the gift of new beds of St. Margaret's Hospice. Thank you to those of you who sponsor a child or have made regular or one-off donations. Thank you to those who contributed to Christmas gifts from the heart and Easter gifts from the heart. Through your generosity, Children in Distress provided Christmas and Easter clothes and toys to our hospice children, and we distributed food packages to over 60 families at St. Christopher's. Thank you. Over the last year, we had a fantastic team of runners, cyclists and swimmers who participated in competitions in order to raise funds. Their efforts have given us hours of physiotherapy, food and medical care for our children. Thank you Sebi, Mihai, Adrian, Luca, Ionuț, Daniel, Dan and Adrian. We again had a successful Christmas Love in a Box. Despite the pandemic, last year you donated over 5,000 shoeboxes of gifts for the children in our hospices and St. Christopher's House, and for children and elderly in Bucharest and the surrounding communities. We are grateful and thank all those who made it possible: Roy Wheeler, John Burns, Sue Ward, Trish Whitcomb, Janet Cotton, Tracy England, Frauke Ackermann are just few names in our long list of supporters who work tirelessly to bring some Christmas magic to others. The same team is already at work on Christmas Shoebox project for this year. We thank our ambassadors Anne-Marie Martin, Nelimiri Choiu, and Reverend Stephen Smith for their fantastic efforts to raise funds and expand our family with new supporters. A real positive is that we can say welcome to our volunteers and supporters in Germany, who with great professionalism, dedication and patience maneuver the bureaucratic process of registering children in distress as an NGO in Germany. We are now registered and we are looking forward to our new partnership with our friends in Germany. We held our first quiz night this year, which was held on Zoom with 35 participants from 6 countries. It was a lot of fun and it provided a chance for our friends to get to know each other. It was a big boost that helped us to remember that we are not alone and that the spirit of children in distress is still strong. Thank you, Simon Errington. Without you, we wouldn't have dared to organize that night online. We thank you to Yvonne Cockcroft, Kay O'Connell, Stephen Smith, and Vlad Raduț for its success. I would like to thank my colleagues in Romania and in UK and tell them how grateful I am for their hard work. Without their dedication, we could not have successfully navigated this year. We are thankful for the nurses and caregivers in our hospices. They give such kindness and patience to our children. For a year, they did a fantastic job keeping the children engaged when they had to remain within the hospice and they could not go outside. This summer, with COVID restrictions eased, our nurses and caregivers took our children to the sea for the first time and to the mountains where they paddled in the river and made a picnic. It was fantastic for the kids to finally be outdoors. We are so grateful for our staff in Bucharest office, Christina, Alina, Aurora, Lorena, and the tireless and wise Paul Kubaski. Through the pandemic, they have gone an extra mile. The same is true for our Glasgow office staff, Tina, Leslie, and Julian. They were difficult challenges because the office was required to be closed for most of the year. We express appreciation to our charity shop managers in Yorkshire, Marie, Tracy, and Melanie. They made possible the impossible through all the COVID closures and restrictions. Thank you. We thank to our dear Maria Popa here in Bucharest for her immense generosity. She opened her house and garden for Easter Bunny to meet the children at from St. Margaret's, and she gives cooking workshops to our children. Most important, she instills optimism whenever we fall into doubt or despair. All our gratitude goes to our UK and Romania Board of Trustees, who wisely and patiently continue to keep our ship afloat. We will continue to be dedicated to all our children and young people and provide quality of services with your help, staff, volunteers, and donors. I must sadly announce that after 30 years, during which time we have created a model of care and approach for children with severe neurological conditions and terminal illnesses, our collaboration with Argeș County Council and Child Protection Argeș to run St. Andrew's Hospice in Pitești, it's coming to an end. As I said, we live in difficult times when political systems are changing, authorities are changing, all partnerships are coming to an end. We are proud that in all these years we have had an important contribution to the care of children in Argeș County. I am proud of our work in Pitești for so many years. We wish the hospice all the best as the government takes over. I would like to end on a positive note that gives me a lot of hope and inspiration. Pineview Retreat Lodge is a project I have dreamed about over the last 2 years. I hope to build and run a retreat lodge which will provide an integrated, innovative, friendly social service center for children with disabilities and their parents or caregivers. The idea is to provide a therapeutic and recreational complex for children with special needs and their parents in a nice mountain area where they can spend time together at little cost. There will be activities for the children and educational sessions for the parents. Our hospice children and the children at St. Christopher's House also will have time at the lodge. It will be open to others who wish to make a retreat in a peaceful and beautiful area. We have purchased at a little cost a plot of land in Zărnești, in the Carpathian Alps. My vision is to create a clean and relaxing environment with bedrooms and ensuite bathrooms which are disabled accessible, therapy rooms for children, and activity rooms for parents. A medical office, dining room, kitchen and common areas. The complex would have a generous yard and playgrounds, a vegetable garden where children and caregivers could work side by side, a fire pit for evenings, and a space for tents for the adventurers who want a night outdoors. You will learn more about this project as we develop it further and begin to raise funds. If you would have a little more patience, I would like to share with you the words of thanks of a wonderful child in Curtea de Argeș, Loredana, whose birthday we celebrated last Tuesday during our visit at the center. Loredana expressed her happiness and gratitude in a small poem that she sent us after our visit. In my opinion, she addressed thanks to all of you as children in distress. So I would like to make as much as possible accurate translation of her poem. You are the people with the most wonderful smiles. Dear people, we thank you for everything you offered us, sweets, clothes, and everything we were taking home. I wish we can see each other soon. In happiness we are swimming, with joy that we are learning what is good and what is bad. Your gifts are coming to us. We kiss you with love, and we wish you good health and good things to have in your life. Thank you, Loredana. So, our virtual tour comes to an end. We hope it has been a fun learning experience to see some of the work of children in distress. If you would like to help continue CAD's mission and service, please consider a donation or sponsorship of a child. And of course, we are grateful to those who currently make donations or sponsor a child. As we live in uncertain financial times, any gift will help us. And now, some of the children at St. Margaret's Hospice say thank you to you and wish you goodbye. You are responsible for the joy on their faces.